internet. Today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. As you probably can tell from some of my past videos, I am a huge Taylor Swift fan. I love her music ever since the very first album. And I thought that since it's been, you know, a little over a month since Reputation has come out and I have been listening to it pretty much non-stop in my car, I thought I would do kind of a ranking of all the tracks. Now, I love all of the songs, don't get me wrong, but there are definitely some I like more than others. And, I don't know, I just wanted to make a video where I jam out to Taylor Swift again. So, that's what we're gonna do. And, yeah. Dancing with Her Hands Tied is probably my least favorite on the album. I still really like it, I still really enjoy it when it comes on, but I also found that I also find myself occasionally skipping it. If I've got it on like shuffle, I'm not always in the mood for it. And so that's why I put it at the bottom. But I still think it's a really, really fun song. I love the beat, I love the music. It's not my favorite. I don't really know what it is, but it's just not my favorite. Coming in at number 14 is So It Goes. This is another one kind of like Dancing with Our Hands Tied, where I really like it, I appreciate it, I think it's got a smooth beat and I enjoy listening to it, but I also occasionally find myself skipping it because I'm just not really in the mood for it. It's one of the more, I hate to use the word boring because I don't really feel like that's the right word I'm looking for. That's the best one I can think of at this moment. So I don't really know. It's just not my favorite, but it's still good. They're all good. It's a great album. Coming in at number 13 is Ready For It. Now, this was one of the singles that came out. At the time, I still preferred Look What You Made Me Do over Ready For It, and I really like Ready For It. I think it's an epic first song for the album. It was like literally perfect. It's gonna be amazing when she plays it live during the Reputation tour, which I got tickets for, by the way. And it's gonna be amazing. The bass is great, the beat is great, it's just so much fun to jam out to. I just like the other songs better. That's really the main difference here. Coming in at number 12, I have Dress. I love the vibe of this song. That's the main reason that I like it. The vibe is just so chill and just it's very smooth song. It's smooth sailing when you listen to this song. It's great. But I really can't identify with it much. I mean, it's a song about sex, and there's nothing wrong with that, but it's just not one of my personal favorites. But I love how chill it is. I love the chill vibe. It's great. It's a good song. So King of My Heart, I love this song. I love how it starts off just kind of slow and then it just gets into this like awesome beat, and I love the meaning behind it. You know, she'd pretty much kind of given up at this point. She was okay, you know, being alone, and then this perfect person came into her life and just made her rethink everything, and I love that. And it's so much fun. It's a really great song. I really hated to put it so low on this list, but there's just so many good songs on this album that something had to go at the bottom towards the end, you know what I mean? So that's why I put it at number 11, but I love this song. I love it when it comes on. It's great. I feel like I've been saying that at the end of every one. It's great, but they're all great. Then we have Look What You Made Me Do, which was the first single that she released for this new album. I will be completely honest, when I first heard the song, I had a lot of mixed feelings. It was just so different from what she's done in the past, and I really didn't know how I felt about it. I didn't know how I was going to feel about the whole album because of this song, and I wasn't really sure. And then she released the music video, and I think that was when I realized just how brilliant this song really is and how much meaning is in it, because the music video is like a masterpiece. It is so great, and it reveals so much, and it's really just like her giving a big F you to everyone who's ever said anything bad about her, and I love it. I love it. I'm living for it. So Delicate is probably the chillest song on this album. Kind of like that feeling you get when you start a relationship kind of thing. Everything's very delicate. And I feel like anytime I use the phrase "isn't it" anymore, I think of this song and it just gets stuck in my head. And it's probably going to be like that forevermore. because of this song. It's just, it has that effect. But I really love this song. I love the vibe. I love how chill it is. And it's just, I'm not going to say it's great. It's a really good song. I'm pathetic. So Endgame, the first time I heard it, I was like, what is this? Because this is probably the most un-Taylor Swift album on her album. And I say that comparing it to past albums. But it just kind of flipped me out right at first because it was so unlike anything she's ever done before. And I didn't know how I felt about it. I'm not a big fan of this type of music. So it took a while to grow on me, but within like 3 listens of the album, I found myself singing the Big Reputation bit over and over again, and it was like stuck in my head, and I knew that I was going to end up really liking the song, and I do. I love it. I think it's great. I think it's a good combination of different types of music, and it all works together really well. And I ended up really liking it when I thought from my first listen that this was going to be my least favorite song, and it ended up not being. I ended up really liking it. So Gorgeous was the 3rd single released off the album, and for some reason it just struck me as my favorite single that she released up until the next one, which I'm going to get to later. I don't know what it is. I love this song. I love the beat. It's so much fun. I love the Cats lyric in the bridge. It's just hilarious and it's like super relatable, and really this song is very relatable to me. I relate to it a lot. And I think that's why it's one of my favorites. When a lot of people rated this one lower, it's still one of my favorites on the album. Let's see, we're up to number 7. It makes number 7, guys. It's just so much fun. I love this song. So, Getaway Car. Getaway Car is so flipping good. It's such a good song. So many great lyrics. I think my favorite lyric is in the 2nd verse, right before the chorus starts again. It hits you like a shotgun shot to the heart. So good. Such a good vibe. So many great lyrics. It's such a good song. And every time I hear it, I think of Haley from These Book Lions, because that's like her favorite song on this album, and that's all she talked about on Twitter when the album first came out. But anyway, it's really good. It's a really good song. I always enjoy listening to it. I find myself skipping other songs so I can listen to the song, and it's one of the best. I think it's maybe one of her best. It's really good. So Don't Blame Me comes in at number 5, and this is a good song. This is so good. It's got the best groove to it. This is another one of those songs, kind of like Getaway Car, where I find myself skipping other songs because I'll just be in the mood for it. I want to listen to it because I just love the groove. And again, this is kind of like another one of those kind of like FU kind of songs, and I'm living for it. I'm living for it. So This Is Why We Can't Have Nice Things was the first song where immediately on the first listen I was like, this is my song. I relate to this so much for, you know, things that happened in the past. I think that a lot of people can relate to it for things that happened in their past, and things I'm still kind of bitter about. And so this song just hits the spot for me. I love it. It's super upbeat. It's super just like petty, and I love it. It's great. I Did Something Bad is probably the biggest FU song on this album. It's kind of like Blank Space from 1989. This is like the blank space of Reputation, where it's really just talking about the biggest part of her reputation of writing songs about boys and blah blah blah. Like, other artists don't ever use their real life experience for songwriting. I mean, no one does that except Taylor Swift. And her just basically being like, you know what, I don't care because it makes me feel good, and I love it. So Call It What You Want was my favorite of the singles she released before the album came out. It's just so happy and really just paints a picture of where she is in her life right now, and I think it's a song that a lot of people can really relate to, and it just makes me feel good. It's a feel-good song, and I love it, and it's one of the better love songs that she's written, I think. I really, really love the vibe. Really the only thing I don't like about this song is kind of the rattling sound in the background, but it doesn't bother me that much. If you haven't seen her perform this acoustically on SNL, I highly recommend it. I'll try to find the video and put a link in the description because I think that they put it on YouTube, but this is such a good song. So good. So New Year's Day is my absolute favorite song on this whole album. This is classic Taylor, stripped down piano, acoustic, and I love it so much. As much as I love Taylor's pop music, I definitely am more of a fan of her older stuff, and this one kind of goes back to that a little bit, while also just still being wonderful lyrics and just a really beautiful song. This is my favorite version of Taylor, this style of music, and it was just really a really great surprise with this being the last song on the album to hear that she did something like this. But it's my absolute favorite. I love this song so much, and I want to learn how to play it. One of the things I really want to do in the near future is I want to try to reteach myself piano, and I definitely want to learn how to play this song when I do. So that's it for my Reputation ranking. Let me know down in the comments how you ranked Reputation, things that you agree with me on, disagree with me on. I'd love to hear your thoughts, and I will see you guys next time with another video.